guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you 5 different meal ideas that all come in at £3 or under. So it's a great way that if you're trying to budget and save money, then you can cook these meals and you can honestly see such a massive difference in your food shop every week. I did a food shop last week where I showed everything that I have bought to create these meals, so I'll link that down below. And I also created a £2 meal idea video a little while ago as well, so I'll link them both down below if you want to go and check them out. I would love for you guys to subscribe because I post loads of content like this, and if you do like this video I'd love for you to give me a thumbs up so I know that you like it, so I can create more like this. I'm going to show you lots of different meals in this video. In the last one I created, it was quite veggie based, but this one is going to show fish meals, meat meals, and also veggie meals as well. I have to feed, there's 4 of us in our family, I have to feed Chris, who eats loads, and then I've got 2 boys as well who also eat loads, so I do need to cook quite filling and wholesome meals. So I really hope what I'm going to show you today is going to be of interest to you. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I'm going to jump straight on into my first meal. Let's go. Right, so I'm just in the middle of editing my video and I just wanted to come on here and say something in case you're thinking, why haven't you added all these extra bits in? So I am not going to include the cost of my spices or my herbs into these meals. The reason I'm doing that is because whenever I buy spices or herbs, I buy in bulk. I go down the kind of the like Middle East aisle, and then I buy like a really big bag of my spices, or I go to a refill shop as well and just buy it that way. So by the time I use 1 teaspoon of a spice, it's probably like literally like 1 or 2p. So I just wanted to come in here and put that little disclaimer out there in case you're thinking, oh well, you know, it's going to be more because of the herbs and spices. And I'm not going to also count salt and pepper because again it's just like pence. All of my spices and everything like that I buy maybe once every couple of months actually. So yes, let's go. Right, so for dinner tonight we are having a vegetable chili con carne. So I'm going to tell you what I have got here. I have got some rice, 1 onion, I've got 4 little cloves of garlic. I have also chopped up 2 peppers, a courgette, I'm using some chopped tomatoes, a veg stock, 1 tin of kidney beans, some paprika, some chili powder, and salt and pepper. Jamie can sometimes be a little bit fussy with that, so I'm gonna try with this, but maybe I should have chopped them even smaller. But this is a great way to have a chili without using meat and keep the cost down a lot. So basically what I'm going to do, I've got like this Le Creuset pot, so I'm going to almost slow cooker this, but not for as long as I would in a slow cooker. So I'm just going to saute off my onions and garlic first of all. Once those are sauteed off, I will then add in the rest of my veggies and just sweat them for a couple of minutes. Once those are all nice and reduced, I will then go in and add in my tin of chopped tomatoes, my kidney beans, and also I have got 400 mils of vegetable stock here. So I'll add that in as well, and I'll also then go in with some chili powder, paprika, and salt and pepper to taste, and then I'll just keep on tasting it and see if I need to add any more of those ingredients as well. So once the veggie chili mix is ready, I will then make up some rice 20 minutes before I want to serve it. This is a really great meal for leftovers as well because there will be so much here that I'll definitely have leftovers for my lunch or even another dinner tomorrow night. Right, so for dinner tonight, I am going to be making a chorizo risotto. So the ingredients I'm going to be using are chorizo. I have bought a big chorizo like this, and this was £2.50, but I'm just going to be using half for this recipe. So I'll be able to make a whole nother one of these meals with the other half of this. I'm also going to be using an onion, some garlic, chorizo like I said, 1 vegetable stock cube, and then I'm going to be using about 1.5 cups of this risotto rice, and then to go on top as well I'm also going to be using some Parmesan cheese. So this meal comes in at well below £3 for the 4 of us, so it's a really economical meal, and it is absolutely delicious too. So to make this meal, what you want to do is start off by frying off your chorizo. So I like to fry that off first, so it's all in the same pan. And I like to get my chorizo nice and well cooked so it's a little bit crispy. Once it is crispy, I remove it from the pan and I then pop in my onions and my garlic to saute off. Once those have sauteed, I add in my risotto rice and then just cook that off a little bit until it goes translucent. Once it has gone a little bit translucent, you are then ready to add in your vegetable stock. So I always add in about 400 mils of vegetable stock to begin with, then just slowly add in more as and when it needs it. Once your risotto is very nearly cooked through, you are then ready to add your chorizo back into the pan. And then finally, once that's ready, you just want to grate some Parmesan cheese over the top, and it is just that easy. 20-minute meal and really delicious and really economical too. Right, so dinner is ready. As you can see, I've added a little bit of rocket on top, so it's added a couple of extra pea, but as we were quite under on this meal anyway, that could be done. So yeah, this is our dinner tonight. For tonight's dinner, I am making some tuna fish cakes. So I'm going to be using 2 tins of tuna. I have got these 3 potatoes. These were the biggest potatoes out of my 1 pound pack of potatoes. So I've worked out that this is about 20 peas worth of potatoes. And then this broccoli as well, which was 64p. And then what I have done is I have blitzed up 2, this is like 2 little slices of bread. So this is actually the crusts of the bread, which I feel like I'm not even going to take into account of, because no one in my family likes to eat the crusts. So these are almost like effectively free. And then what I will also use is 1 or 2 teaspoons of these mixed herbs. And I'll also use some salt and pepper. So this meal is actually coming out at under £3, and this will feed the 4 of us. So because we've got our carbs in the potatoes, I won't be adding any more carbs. I'll just give us each like 2 fish cakes and broccoli, and that'll be plenty for us. So what I'm going to do is you can choose, you can either leave the skin on or you can make mash with the skin off. I'm gonna ask the boys what they want me to do. Do you want skin on or skin off tonight of the potato? Off. They want skin off, so I'm going to peel the potatoes today. I'm going to not be lazy, and then I'm going to just mash it through my potato ricer, and then I will add in all the tuna. Once I have combined and shaped my fish cakes, I will then pop them in the breadcrumbs, and then I'll either fry them off in a little bit of oil, not deep fry them, or I'll pop them in the oven for about half an hour. But because everything is cooked that's inside them, they don't actually need to be cooked at all. They can just be warmed through, and then obviously I'll just steam my broccoli and serve it. So this is a really, really healthy meal, very easy to do, probably take you about 20 to 25 minutes. And like I said, yeah, it's really delicious. So for my £3 dinner this evening, I am making a cottage pie, but I'm not cheating at all, because I'm just doubling up on my quantity so that I can make 2 cottage pies. So 1 will be put in the freezer and used next week, because it was cheaper to actually buy a 750 gram mince meat than a 450 gram. So I thought what I would do is make 2. So the total of this whole meal is coming up to £6, but obviously half of that for tonight is £3. So what I have got here is mince, which was £3.50. Over here, boiling up my potatoes, and I've got loads in there. I'm going to make mash. All those potatoes were £1. I've got 2 lots of chopped tomatoes, which are 40p each. 1 onion at 9p, garlic 8p, and then I'm going to have some cheese on there as well. I put that down at 50p, but I honestly don't think I'm going to actually even use as much as 50p's worth. And then I haven't counted these, because these are the kind of things that just last forever. I've got soy sauce and Lea&perrins here as well. I've also got a stock cube, which comes up at where's my 12p for this stock cube as well. So everything here together in this meal comes up to £6. But like I said, I've been quite generous with my cheese. I've said 50p, but I don't think it's that much. So it's a great way for you to also prep your meals for the next week, and it's so easy to make. All you need to do is chop up an onion and garlic and just fry those off a little bit. Then you want to add in your mincemeat and brown that off. Once you have browned your mincemeat off, you just want to add in your vegetable stock with about 300 to 400 mils of water, and then I go in with my 2 tins of chopped tomatoes, 2 tablespoons of soy, 2 tablespoons of Lea&perrins, some salt and pepper and as well. Just mix that all up and cook them all off, then add them into your oven-proof dish. I'm using 2 here, like I said. So I'll just put half the mixture into each of the dishes, and then I will just mash up my potatoes with a bit of milk and a bit of butter as well, and then just put those on nicely on the top. I always just leave my skin on the potatoes when it comes to mash, because A, it's easier, B, that's where all the nutrients are, and C, I'm lazy. Yeah, and then once you've done that, that is your dinner for tonight. tonight, and like I said, pop the other one in the freezer and that can be your dinner for next week as well. Right, so for tonight's dinner, I'm making macaroni cheese. So basically, this is a £1.50 meal. So I am using 500 grams of macaroni pasta, which is 50p. And then to make my cheese sauce, it's gonna cost me about 45p. But what I've done with my sauce, so I've melted some butter, added some flour, and then added my milk in slowly, and just keep whisking it to make sure there are no lumps. Then I have added 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard and some salt and pepper as well. And then what I've also done is I've fried off 1 onion. So I haven't diced my onion up finely. I've done it more lengthways so you get long strips of onion instead. So what I'm going to do is pop my macaroni cheese into my oven dish. I'm then going to work my onion through it and then also put on my cheesy white sauce over the top of it. And I'm then going to get 1 piece of bread, just blitz it up in the NutriBullet quickly, and then just sprinkle those over the top. I'm then going to pop it in the oven for about half an hour to make sure everything goes nice and crispy, and serve it up. This is a £1.50 meal, and it's probably one of Jamie's favourite meals, and you just can't go wrong with it. What I have done is made quite a lot extra so I can have some leftovers for some lunch tomorrow as well. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to see more videos like this, and I'd also love for you to comment down below if you have any video requests as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.